Rock is a location up near, it's up north of, up the mountains from us. It's on the Stanislaus River. It's a wonderful swimming hole in the summer. The kids all go there and jump off these huge rocks and swim in those really crystal blue pools of water. It's one of my favorite places to paint and to go hang out. The only downside is that it's a very steep trail, and it's about a quarter mile straight up out of that canyon to get out of there. So it's really easy to get down there, not so easy to get back up, especially with a pack load of art supplies. The reason why I bother to take all my painting equipment down there is because the camera just does not see the color that the human eye does. That's why I do these sketches on location. Our predecessors back in the earlier, at the end of the 19th century and the early 20th century, worked from black and white photographs, and I believe that they had the advantage of working from black and white photographs in that they were able to get more accurate values in their paintings, as opposed to working from color photographs nowadays, where the color is more photographic and not quite as interpretive as the human eye. These paintings tend to be a little bit more lively and interesting when you have that direct impression of the color from painting on location as opposed to painting from a color photograph. I love painting figures out on location. It's a little bit more of a chore because you're dependent on weather. You don't have the control of the studio lighting and everything else that you need to get out there, plus taking the model down to a spot that's a quarter mile straight down to in a canyon. But I can't help it. It's just an amazing place, and I love to paint the figures there. I hope to have several paintings for the show from Canyon Rock.
The figure has always inspired me and will always inspire me because there's not enough I can know about it. It's so intriguing to me, and there's just so many things about it. The movement, just the sheer, what the skeleton is doing underneath is intriguing. Fabric draping a figure is intriguing. The movement, maybe the emotion, it's just always fascinated me, and the figure will always be my #1 passion. When I get a comment that people are excited about the color I use, it seems they may be under the impression that I make these colors up. But when I was painting the children out on the beach or next to our swimming pool, those colors were very real. Of course, when I would buy bathing suits for the girls, I'd buy the brightest pink I could find or those really bright yellows. And then pool water is like phthalo green and a little bit of white, and you've got this vibrant turquoise color. And they're little flesh tones reflecting off the sand. Those are very bright, intense colors. So I'd say that I don't know that I push my color as much as it was the subject matter and the arrangement of the colors and values that I chose to paint. I was drawn to bright colors and high contrast. I'll have mainly single figures. I do plan on doing some multiple figure scenes, but the single figure is more emotional, I think. It's more of a fine tune into maybe a very own personal emotion for you or the viewer or myself, where a scene, say, of multiple figures kind of encompasses maybe emotions for a greater audience. For example, my beach scenes. You know, a lot of people can relate to that, and they think of the whole scene as a whole group of people where you can see yourself, your family, friends. You can see a lot of your world in that, where single figures maybe draw you out of yourself, especially what I'm doing, take you out of yourself and into another person's world.